Here we are with Respect Part 2. There's still a bunch of stuff left, but this is the seventh stuff left, I suppose. So let's get into Respect Part 2, begin the story. I mean, what if you just skip to like the last part? It would just be super fucking confusing. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that even joined a stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica is usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she is not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? It's not a problem about being manga. You know, you would usually expect manga to go into the anime club. Because guys there definitely are reading manga, because sometimes when I end the show I read the manga after that, because it's like sometimes the show is just like one season and that's it, and it's like what the fuck. Then you read the manga. I mean, you can also read light novels, I guess. Would light novel be considered literature? I mean, technically it's manga without the photos, I suppose. So I don't know if light novels are considered literature. I mean, technically even manga would be considered literature. Even comics would be considered literature, technically speaking. But I think the literature club just like loses its aesthetic look because of manga, I feel like. So even I would be hesitant if I was the president, or even if a member of a club and I was like, manga. I mean, I read manga, but in the literature club, that's kind of whack. Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I think this is about the poem she wrote, Amy Likes Spiders or whatever. I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know, thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't certainly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. You can figure this out, please. I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome, to be happy. So I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you joined the literature club? Well, she wanted to stash her manga. Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Oh, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me. So, just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks. But you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So decided it was the least worth a shot, but that was a lie apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she was being so judgmental. I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew that I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from manga in favor of the more matured thing. The two of them remain silent for a while. Sari understands that it's out of question for Natsuki to return to the club room, for today at least. Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. So in this situation, what do you do? I mean, if I was Sayori, I would just go back and tell fucking Monica that she's into like reading, but then is that bad? Should you not say that? I don't fucking know, man. I'm really not used to dealing with people either. I'm like Yuri. I mean, worse than Yuri, to be honest with you. But you deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. Except for the fact that I have friends and Yuri does not. But, you know, that's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. Though I only have 3 friends, so yeah, that's the thing. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in a classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki to avoid coming to the club, Monica is trying to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. Is Natsuki getting bullied by some rando person and she's gonna be like, oh, you don't say that. However, searching for extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh, suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monica don't recognize and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh yeah, did you end up joining the literature club or what? Of course I joined, why wouldn't I? I told you she would join. Come on, you know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you I never even wanted to join the stupid club. Oh sure, well you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Is this a thing? This is a thing for Japanese. This is completely a Japanese thing. I have never in my goddamn life ever met anyone who was like, you know what, true manga is for kids and only kids read manga. I've never even heard of that. And even if that the kid, I mean, most of my friends, I mean, it's not even like anyone, a normal person I meet, and I just introduce anime to them or manga to them, and they're like reading manga and watching anime. It's never has happened that anyone was like, oh yes, this is for children, a middle school thing. Who the fuck would read manga or watch anime? I've never heard that. Who the hell is this? And is that a teacher or something? What is that, business suit? Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. We know, you know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first one to buy your books. We're gonna buy her smutty fan fiction. What are you gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Well, obviously, I want a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I'm grown a smutty smut? Wait, she was writing smut? Holy shit! I didn't know Natsuki wrote smut. I mean, I would read that. I mean, I read a lot of smut, so. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you have come since then. Not to mention, you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. They go up so fast, brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances at Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? You're in the debate club. How the hell does that work? I mean, she did mention that, how ironic that is. But why did you have to defend her? Who cares? Like, friends talk like that, dude. Like, do you have any idea how friends talk? Like, it's fucking toxic. Like, I don't know how girls do it, but for guys, it's fucking toxic. Like, we call each other fucking dumb, and like, you will never fucking get anywhere in life. Are we just fucking talking fucking straight trash? Like, it's not even like a sweet covered or like, oh, were you joking? No, we just say this fucking straight shit to each other's faces, like, oh, fuck you, and this and that and every other thing. I don't know what the fuck type of world they're living in. Like, this is very fucking weird. Is it, I mean, is it that different for girls? Like, is it that different? Like, I've lived for this long. I'm in my 20s and I've never even heard about it. Like, I thought this was like just a fucking, you know, TV serial sort of shit. So maybe it's that. Maybe the creator is just like going for that to like promote like social, you know, the related things. But like, if it's real, if really girls do be like this, then it's a completely different world from how guys do it. Cause fucking hell, we fucking berate the shit out of each other. Like, I remember like a friend of mine chose like a fucking field for study, and we were just fucking laughing our asses off. I mean, he chose such a weird field. He chose like commerce without maths. So I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? I was like, if you're gonna get commerce, get commerce. Like, what the fuck? How do you do it without maths? It doesn't even make any sense. We fucking berated the shit out of him. And like, it never really changes anything. I mean, he was still fucking good friends with us, and he berated us. Like, everyone berates each other. This is how it fucking goes for guys, at least. I have no clue how it goes for girls. Or is this just like a fucking fantasy written by Don Savalto or whatever? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. Alright. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri inside, eyes on book as usual. Monika picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. I don't think I can be the club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go like exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you can get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. So I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a lot on my mind. No? I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay, I guess I just continue then. No, Yuri nods, yeah. Well, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know. Makes me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she joined the club. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch. They were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club would help her grow out of a manga. Oh, come on. People do talk like that. Did everyone else grow in like a completely different setting? See, here's the things what's happening. Either I have just grown amongst people who are extremely toxic, so I just think it's completely normal, or it is completely normal and these guys are living in a fucking fantasy land. I have no fucking clue. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that, the literature club would help her grow out of a manga, just made me so mad. Like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? You were trying to do the same thing. And when I had that thought, it was when I came to a realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made it feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. So no, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that. Even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, remember, fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it. Then Sari jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but didn't, because I let Sari handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I'm really hurt someone this time. Monica shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid that I'm not comfortable. Things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki to let us share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. What the hell? What is he going to do? Attack them? Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure this is that this literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one they want. Really? I thought you were gonna go sack them in the face or some shit. Suddenly, Sari busts through the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare stern face, she marches over to defeat Monica's... What? In a rare stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk, sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. Just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh wow, I did not have my headphones on. And I was just like, what is that beat? And I just noticed, like, holy shit, the fucking music is fucking popping. Holy shit, I need to keep this fucking headphone on. Fucking hell. I mean, this is the basic theme. Just added beats to it. That's kind of good. I'm gonna put my headphones on for this, I guess. Oh, yeah, I did it. Thanks for the intervention, Saori. I'm glad we're on the same page. I mean, it's kind of distracting me because the beat is like, it's getting me to move. Thanks for the intervention, Saori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sorry, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monica was afraid of that, not because of a plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage she inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. So easy to just duck away from the conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feeling that you have hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything. Just thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today is going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Is this one of Natsuki's book? How come it's out here? Sari picks up the manga that was resting on the adjacent desk. Oh, that. Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought that she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monica's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using this classroom then. Okay. Monica smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the club room. Oh, she was reading it. Interesting. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sari catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki and then would get really awkward. It totally would. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. What the hell are you gonna do with a keyboard? Are you gonna make a fucking jam out of it? The next time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. If she actually going to play piano, that's gonna be a bit weird because in the main game they were like, you play piano? So they clearly didn't know. So if she played keyboard, so they should know that she should be able to play piano. I'm so worried. Do you think Sari is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sari. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits, then stands up to pace around, sits again. Yuri's eyes doesn't move from her book. The door finally opens. Sari marches in. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here. Welcome back. Monica, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sari picks her desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with the nostalgic feeling. What nostalgic feeling? She would stand at the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. each with her own struggle, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monica had admittedly so vaguely advertised, seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club?